He posted a TikTok with the caption, "Dating down builds character," and I was in the background. Her friends commented with laughing emojis and wrote, "Girl, you're so real for this." I didn't say a word. That night I packed my things and left. 2 weeks later, her best friend sent me a screenshot. Mia had deleted all her posts and was asking if anyone knew how to reach me. I never thought I'd be humiliated like that on the internet, but social media turns private moments into public drama, and relationships into entertainment. Mia and I met at a music festival 3 years ago. I was working as a sound tech on one of the smaller stages. She was there taking photos for a blog. We started talking during a break, exchanged numbers, and that's how it all began. I liked her right away. She was creative, full of energy, and ambitious. She worked as a content creator for a fashion company, styled photo shoots, and her social media was growing fast. I work as a sound engineer at a small recording studio. I love my job, but it's not glamorous or well-known. Even though our careers were different, we connected over music and food. After 6 months of dating, we moved in together. It made sense to move into her apartment. It was rent-controlled in a nice area. I paid my share, but the lease was in her name. Everything seemed great, until I saw something I was never meant to see. It happened on a random Wednesday. I was scrolling through TikTok during lunch. I didn't follow Mia's account. Her content was mostly fashion stuff that didn't interest me, but we supported each other's work in other ways. She never asked me to engage with her posts, saying I wasn't her target audience anyway. But that day her video popped up on my For You page. She was in our apartment, lip-syncing to some trending audio about settling. At first I smiled, recognizing our living room. Then I saw myself in the background wearing headphones, mixing music at my desk. Then I saw the caption, "Dating down builds character. #trust the process." It hit me hard. I thought maybe it was an inside joke, but when I read the comments my stomach dropped. "Girl, you're so real for this. The way he has no idea. Invest in potential but don't wait forever." And Mia's replies were worse. "Gotta start somewhere. The apartment is mine anyway. He's sweet, but this isn't the final stop." I watched the video again. There I was, in the background, completely unaware, working on my music. She had filmed that while I was right there, made fun of me in the caption, and posted it for her 67,000 followers to see. The comments didn't stop. Strangers talked about how I looked, my career, guessed how much I earned. I even recognized some of her friends commenting, laughing along. I closed the app and just sat there, my lunch forgotten. Suddenly everything made sense. The way she avoided introducing me to her work friends. How she changed the topic when people asked about my job at parties. Her constant suggestions to dress more professional or get a better paying job at a bigger studio. I wasn't her boyfriend. I was her content. Her project. Her stepping stone. I didn't call her. Didn't text. I went back to the studio and focused on my work. Fittingly, the artist I was working with was recording a breakup song. I poured all my frustration and hurt into that session, making sure the song sounded perfect. That evening I made my decision. When I got home, Mia was filming in the living room, her ring light glowing. She smiled when she saw me, paused her recording. "Hey, I'm almost done here. Want to order Thai tonight?" I nodded, walked straight to the bedroom. She didn't follow, she kept filming. While she finished her video, I packed a suitcase. Just the essentials. Clothes, toiletries, important documents, my laptop. Nothing that was ours. No shared photos, no gifts, nothing she'd bought for me. When I came out with the suitcase, she was scrolling through her footage. "Going somewhere?" she asked without looking up. "Yes." That made her look. She saw the suitcase and frowned. "What's going on?" I showed her my phone with her TikTok on the screen. Dating down builds character. Her face changed from confused to realizing what I'd seen to something like guilt, but not quite. "That's his content, babe. It's not serious. My followers love that kind of stuff." She laughed nervously. "It's just a persona. And your friends' comments? That part of the act too." She put her phone down, suddenly defensive. "You're overreacting. Everyone exaggerates online. It's not real life. It's real enough. You filmed me without telling me, made fun of me, let your friends join in." I grabbed my suitcase. "If I'm not good enough for you, I'll make it easy, I'm gone." "Don't be dramatic," she snapped, standing up. "It's just a stupid video. You're really going to end our relationship over this?" Our relationship ended the moment you decided to make me your content instead of your partner, I said, heading for the door. I'll come back later to get the rest of my stuff. Wait, where are you going? We need to talk. This is my apartment too. Exactly. Your apartment. You made that clear in your comments. I'm sure you'll be fine without my half of the rent. I looked back at her one last time. I hope the likes and comments were worth it. She called after me, her voice full of panic as the truth finally hit her. I didn't respond. I just got in my car and drove to a friend's place where I planned to stay until I figured things out. That night my phone blew up with messages from Mia. First she was defensive, it was just a joke. Then angry, you're proving my point by being so sensitive. Then came the apologies, please come home. I'll delete the video right now. I replied only once. I deserve better than to be someone's joke or stepping stone. Please don't contact me again. Then I blocked her number. The next day at the studio I stayed busy. Hector, the owner, could tell something was wrong, but he didn't ask questions. He just handed me our toughest project. A singer with an amazing voice but terrible timing, and said, figured you might want a real challenge. I appreciated the work, and the quiet support. That evening I got a message from Jasmine, Mia's old roommate from before we moved in together. We always got along, especially over our shared love for underground hip-hop. The kind Mia always complained was too aggressive. Just checking if you're okay. What Mia did was really messed up. A bunch of us called her out privately. I appreciated the support but kept my reply short. I didn't want to turn her friends against her or create more drama. I just needed space to heal and move on. 3 days after I left, something surprising happened. The artist whose breakup song I worked on the same day I saw Mia's TikTok posted a clip of the track on Instagram. He tagged me in the studio. It wasn't viral, but it got noticed in the local music scene. By the end of the week, my professional Instagram followers had doubled. Mostly local artists and producers. The following Monday, Hector, the studio owner, called me into his office. That track is getting real attention, he said, leaning back in his chair. I've had 3 indie labels call, asking who engineered it. I nodded, not sure what to say. Stonebridge Records wants to offer you a 6-month contract gig, working with their new artists. My jaw dropped. Stonebridge is one of the most respected indie labels in the area. The kind of opportunity sound engineers dream of. It's based in Seattle, Hector added. I'd hate to lose you, but you can't pass this up. I sat there shocked. Just a week ago I was being mocked online for having no future in this industry. Now I had a major career opportunity. When do they need an answer? I asked. By the end of the week. They've already sent the details. Over the next few days I carefully thought about it. I talked to friends in the industry, looked over the contract and asked questions. It was solid and life-changing. By Friday I accepted the offer. That weekend I went to Mia's apartment to collect the rest of my things. She was at a content creator meetup. A mutual friend came along to make sure everything stayed calm. I only took what was clearly mine, even left behind the gift she gave me. While I packed the last of my studio equipment, my friend looked awkward. You should know Mia's having a rough time. Her engagement dropped after she deleted that TikTok, and a bunch of other similar ones. Some brand deals are on pause. I stopped. She deleted it? Yeah. And a bunch more. After the first wave of support, people started calling her out. Some said it was toxic and mean. A couple of big creators even stitched the video, using it as an example of relationship red flags. I hadn't tried to get revenge or make her look bad. I just walked away. The rest happened on its own. Natural consequences for being cruel online. I'm not happy about her downfall, I said. I just couldn't stay with someone who saw me that way. My friend nodded. For what it's worth, I think she really regrets it. Not just losing followers, but what she did. Maybe that was true. But regret doesn't fix broken trust. 2 weeks after I left, as I finished planning my move to Seattle, Jasmine messaged me with a screenshot. It was Mia's private Instagram story, a black background with white text. Does anyone have a way to contact Ree? It's important. Jasmine wrote, just so you know, she's looking for you. She found out about the Stonebridge deal from someone at the studio. Now she's telling everyone she always believed in your potential. Just a heads up in case she tries to reach out. I thanked Jasmine but did nothing. Mia, suddenly wanting to talk now that my career was taking off, told me everything I needed to know. 3 days before my move, Mia managed to reach me through my work email, which she found on the studio's website. I need to talk to you. Please. I know I messed up badly, but you have to let me explain. I never wanted to hurt you. That TikTok was just stupid content to get engagement, not how I really feel. I'm proud of your new job. I always knew you were talented. Please give me a chance to fix this. I miss you. I love you. I read her email and waited a whole day before replying. Mia, I wish you the best with your career and life. What happened wasn't just a joke or misunderstanding. It showed me that you didn't respect me. This new job doesn't suddenly prove my worth, just like your TikTok didn't take it away. I'm the same person I was before, doing work I care about. The only difference now is I finally understand my value. Please don't contact me again. The following week I moved to Seattle. The job at Stonebridge was tough but exciting, exactly what I'd hoped for. I found a small, cozy apartment, made new friends, and slowly started dating again, carefully this time with stronger boundaries. 6 months later, when my contract was extended and made permanent, I thought about how much my life had changed, all because of one TikTok. Through mutual friends, I sometimes heard about Mia. She changed her content. Now she talks about real relationships and personal growth. She even posted apology videos and spoke out about toxic internet culture. Ironically, she gained more followers than ever. She never mentioned me or the TikTok directly, but people who knew understood. Recently, I worked on a song that's getting good radio play across the Pacific Northwest. During a short interview with a local music blog, the writer asked if there was one moment that changed my career. There was a time when I had to choose what mattered more, other people's approval or staying true to myself, I said. Choosing to respect myself made room for everything else to fall into place. I didn't bring up Mia, TikTok, or anything about dating down. It wasn't necessary. The real lesson was what mattered. Sometimes the best way to respond to public embarrassment isn't revenge or a big speech. It's simply walking away, focusing on yourself, and letting life take care of the rest. I didn't need to tear Mia down to succeed. Leaving with my dignity was enough. Update. Since this story got attention, I want to be clear. This isn't about my career proving my worth. I would have left Mia even if nothing happened with my job. The timing was just luck, not some reward for doing the right thing. The real growth came from learning that my value doesn't depend on someone else's opinion or social media. For those asking, yes, Mia eventually did apologize properly. A private, honest message admitting what she did with no excuses, no trying to get back together. I appreciated that closure. We're not in touch, but I don't hold anger anymore. Life's too short. And honestly, that TikTok, as painful as it was, led me exactly where I needed to be.